Good morning, all. So I hope you can hear me. Okay. So right now, what we are kind of actually seeing is some sort of a drop straight away after the market's opening. Okay. Uh, so what I just wanted to tell you is, so every time I kind of actually try to develop an outlook about the markets, I always have a look at what the FIAs, DAs were kind of actually doing the previous day. Okay, so for example, to develop a weekly outlook on this particular expiry, so I had a look at how the markets were responding last Friday, and what we realized is that last Friday, all the FIAs, DAs were kind of actually sellers, and it was only the client side who were taking positions. Okay, so you can see this was the data of last Friday, okay, 26 March. So everybody was selling, and I kind of actually had a bearish perspective, a slightly bearish perspective, having a look at this data, like analyzing this data further. I'll let you know later. But I had a slightly bearish outlook. However, yesterday the markets responded completely opposite. Yesterday, after the small gap up opening, the price kind of kept on picking up. Okay, so this kind of actually something that we should be a bit concerned about. Why? Because data is showing us a kind of slightly bearish to neutral basis while markets are picking up like crazy. Okay. So talking about today, one day left to expiry. I really don't want to take any directional trades at this point of time. I'll tell you the reason why. The reason is pretty simple. Already the markets has given some sort of a drop. Now, if we have a look at a Nifty and Bank Nifty, so Nifty is actually holding at a good support level. Okay, so you could realize for yourself Nifty where it could just land up is a good support. So the next level is somewhere over here. On the other hand side, talking about Bank Nifty has managed to fill the gap up it formed yesterday. Bank Nifty has already filled in the gap, and where Nifty is actually holding right now is a good support. Okay. Now, at this point of time, I don't want to start with a directional trade. Rather, I want to start off with a non-directional trade. Okay, and I'll tell you the logic. I'll tell you the reason, etc., for the very same. Okay, since market has given, so usually what we see is almost every single time market gives a pretty sharp move during the initial phase itself, we expect the market to cool down for a period of time. Okay, so that is what we are kind of actually going to utilize on to deploy our short strangle in Bank Nifty. Then after that, after deploying the short strangle, then we can think about directional trades. Then we can actually think about a directional breakouts, etc. Everything you can think about. So are you guys ready to get started with strangle? Like what all strikes we could check out? What could be the system that we could do? Are you guys ready for that? Please let me know if you have any questions right now. If you have any questions, I'll just answer, then I'll move forward. So by 10:45, I will deploy. 10:45, sorry, 9:45 to 10, I'll deploy. And what I'm checking out for right now, so if I have a look at, I'll just select the strikes. I'll put up the strikes on this particular screen. So I realize for myself that currently the 34,500 call option, 34,500 call option. Okay, it's trading at a premium of 43. Okay, Sumi Chemical is one stock that on which I have a swing position. Okay, so it was recommended by Swapnil. You guys know him. Then, yeah, on the put side, I'm kind of actually going for the 32,300. 32,300 put option. Okay, so these two strikes has been selected based upon the logic of like majority of the times when we select the 43 rupee strikes, we can expect some good decay to happen. Okay, and we can keep a 70% stop loss on them. That is for 40 rupees, you're keeping a 70% stop loss, 28 rupees stop loss on either side. Okay. And yeah, so meanwhile, I'll just set up my broker. So I'll just tell you the time when we execute the stop loss, etc., etc. Just wait. So on the put side, we are once again on the put side, we are interested in the 32,300, and this would be our non-directional system for the coming weekly expiry. So there is no chance of scope of doing any iron condors or something, like, because no premium is there. Okay, it'll be waste for us to do an iron condor, anything like that. Okay, now, so start off, I'm going to start off from the 32,300 itself. I'm going to sell this 32,300 put option. So friends, like, let's start off. Let's kind of start off. I'll just tell you. Okay, how many of you are using Zerodha? How many of you are kind of actually using Zerodha over here? How many of you are using Fires? Okay, fine. I'll just show you on different brokers also. I'll just show you, since many of you have been asking that. I'll show you that also. So on 32,300 put option, we are placing a sell order at a price of 44. Okay. So 44 is where we have kept a sell order on 32,300 put option. And for the very same trade, okay, 44 rupees is where we have actually kept our entry, sell. Okay, sell entry. The stop loss we can actually keep at a price of 74. So 74 rupees you can keep your buy order. Okay, 74 rupees you can keep a buy order. Now the buy order should be a separate stop loss order. Okay, so buy order needs to be a separate stop loss order. When I say a separate stop loss order, what I'm saying is, if the price is managing to pick up, okay, so if price is kind of actually going to pick up, that is where our buy order should be placed. Buy order should be triggered. Now let's go. My God, market picked up, and okay. Anyways, let our order be pending. So our order is pending right now. No fill yet. Okay. Now, on the other hand side, let's have a look at the 34,500 call option. So that is the next leg. Okay. So anyways, I'll just keep things on the screen also. I guess we'll get a fill. Okay. So our entry order is kept over here at 44. So we didn't get an entry yet. Okay. So 44 is our entry, and our stop loss has been kept on this particular trade at 74 here. Okay. And let's get into the 34,400 call option side, the next leg. Okay. That is the next leg of our this thing, short triangle, 34,500 call option. So here on the 34,500 call option, once again, we are looking forward to sell this first. Okay. So for selling, I always use a limit order. Okay. And here in this particular case, we will look forward to sell this sometime somewhere at 45.5 or a 46. Let's go for a 45 point. Yeah, let's go for a 46 itself over here. Okay. And if needed, we'll modify the other order. So 46, we'll kind of actually look forward for a sell with our stop loss at 78. I'll just mark it over here also. 46 is where we're looking forward for a sell with our stop loss at 78. Okay, 46 sell with our stop loss at a 78. Okay, so here what we are looking forward to capture is nothing else but the theta decay. Okay, so we are looking forward to capture a theta decay. So today being a Wednesday, so we actually expect, so today kind of actually being a Wednesday, so we expect some sort of a good decay to take place. Okay, and so that's kind of not all about it. So one more thing is there. So if at all market is giving some big violent moves. Okay, so if at all market is giving some big violent moves, excuse me, so that would be the time when our trades would go into a loss, right? That would be the time when our trades would actually go into a loss. So something that we can actually do about it is nothing else but the fact that what do you say? We'll check out for some directional moves also. If market is giving some sort of a violent move, we'll check out for some directional moves as well, right? So that is fine. I guess we'll have to change our put side trade because put premiums are dropping a lot. Okay, so we probably would be having to change our put side trade most probably. Why? Because put side premiums are dropping a lot and we would kind of actually have to change it. Put option side strike probably will have to change. Okay. Anyways, we'll wait some more time, then we'll decide. So after market finding a support over there, it is picking up. So we also kind of mentioned the same logic. Uh, Nifty is at a good support. Also, Bank Nifty had filled in the gap, but this doesn't, or this can't kind of, because of this, we can't say that market can't fall down further. It can. If it breaks that support, yeah, we can expect another fall. But as of now, no, nothing. Let's kind of actually see. Sometimes we'll be having to change our strikes on the put side because times we would kind of actually have to change the strikes on the put side. So what do you think? So shall we change the strikes on the put side? Shall we kind of change that? Because right now put is at 37 and our entry was kept at 44, which is still pending. The call side we got an entry, but put side is still pending. What do you think? So shall we change? Come on, friends, please answer. Shall we change that? What do you think? I just how much investment? Okay, that's a very good question. Okay, so for this particular thing that we are currently doing, so you would actually have to keep something like 1.2 lakhs. 1.2 lakhs would be needed. Okay, so that is because of the new margin rules. If you're doing it naked, you need around 1.2 lakhs per set. So shall we change? Okay, so I guess from 30 to 300, we can actually change this to a 32 400. Let's see that 32 400 PE. So 32 400 PE right now it is having a premium of 44, and I guess we can go for this. Okay, so guys, I guess we'll go for this 32 400 rather than 32 300. So I just kind of cancelled off my 32 300 orders. So we'll switch to a 32 400. Okay, 32 400 PE will do now. Okay, let's do it before this also drops. Okay, so 32 400, let's sell it for 44 like earlier. Yeah, so let's kind of actually sell it for 44 and let's keep our stop somewhere at how much? So 44, 75% of 44, how much is it? 70% will go to 1.7, 74.8. 75 will keep our stop. Keep our stop loss at 75. Okay, so we got a fill over here. Stop loss order being kept at 75 to buy. Okay. So in this particular case, we got an entry already. So we went for a short at 44. Okay, and our stop loss kept at 75. Okay, so this is the triangle that we have done. This is the short triangle that we have done. Okay, and as expected, so what's the time? So 9:48. So I mentioned to you we'll kind of actually do it by 10. So a bit earlier we have done with our setup. Okay, so we have actually done with our non-directional system for the day. Okay, so I'm planning to do short triangle for today and tomorrow also the same thing. Okay, now I'll just kind of show you what I just wanted to convey. See, I expect market to kind of stay a bit of a sideways today. Okay, I'm not expecting some sort of a big move to happen. Okay, so if no big moves are actually happening, then even if market picks up slightly or market falls down slightly, so on the call side as well as the put side, we'll have some decay. So we'll actually kind of have some sort of a decay, and that decay will pay way for some profits for us. Okay, and that very same decay will actually pay way for some profits for us on this particular short triangle. Now, one more thing I just wanted to mention to you is that I will also actively check out for further trades based upon days low breakout and all now. Okay, so I'll check out for those also. So if at all these either of these two positions are hitting my stop loss, so that would actually be a time when markets are giving some sort of a violent move. Okay, so only if that happens, then we'll have our stop loss being hit, and it is kind of fine. Why? Because we would be taking some directional trades as well, right? Okay. So that's the logic. That's kind of the logic of short triangle. Uh, will this be a carry forward? No, this is not a carry forward. This is intraday. This is purely intraday. So today by today, the end of the day, I will kind of be exiting out from all my positions. Okay, I'll kind of actually be exiting out from all the positions by the end of the day. Okay, it's not a carry forward position. Okay, it's not a carry forward position. This will be exited by the end of the day. Fine. So yeah. So we'll catch up once again. So we'll kind of catch up maybe sometime at 12. Okay. Once again, we'll meet back at 12. Then once again, we'll meet back by the end of the day. I just wanted to show you like how the decay is happening. So if either of one of this is hitting the stop loss, the other position will still be running. So if this is hitting my stop loss, then here I would have made some good profits. Okay. Yeah, this profit won't be equivalent to the loss made over here, but still some considerable profits would be made over here. Okay. I guess we'll catch up once again at maybe 11 or something. Not 11, 12. Okay. So I kind of have a quick meeting at 10. So after that, maybe we can catch up sometime at 12 or something. And if you have any doubts in deploying with different brokers, you can come forward with that. I'll show you. Okay. With different brokers, how to deploy the position. We can discuss that. No worries. Okay. So for now, I guess we'll just quickly wind up. I have a quick client meeting at 10. Okay, so let's catch up sometime at 12 or something. And just not the strikes, just not the levels. Okay, the screen will be kept the same. So once we come back, we can see what happens. Okay. So our aim is nothing else but to capture the decay. So yeah, thank you all. So let's catch up sometime at 12 and we'll see what happens. Okay.